what's happened to City, Gemma? They look miles off it. They look miles away from anywhere. The shadow of the team that we've seen over the last 4-5 years, they look toothless, mate, at the moment.
They don't look like the team. They, you know, you can when you used to watch Man City and you think every attack they look like they are gonna punish you in some way, shape or form. And they used to play that expansive and brave football, high line, and just leave two back and deal with it comfortably. Now you're seeing the vulnerability side of it. Now you're seeing an aging squad, a squad that's not really been invested in as the other teams have done.
But their midfield, just to back your point up, their midfield: De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and Gundogan.
They was there when Aguero was there.
That's three. Yeah, that's three of the five. If you're going to play a 4-2-3-1, that's three of the five that's in behind Haaland, and they just look a shadow, mate. They look a shadow. One win in 10.
Yeah, it's not good. And I said, once you start finding yourself and picking up these results, each game just seems to become harder and harder. You kind of get in a place a little stagnant where you struggle to get out. When you're winning, you're cruising, the morale's high, everything just seems to click. As soon as you start picking up constant bad results, you find yourself in a rut.
And I was saying,
it's difficult.
You see, people are not scared of you. It's a good time to play City right now, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Teams like go the right. This is not the City that they used to be. Used to playing. Like let's not be afraid. Let's get at them now. And let's not give them so much respect. And let's see if we can get something out of this game.
They are currently 22nd. They have to finish in the top 24. If you finish outside of that, you're eliminated. Next game up is away at PSG, who currently sit 25th. They are out of the positions at the moment. They need a win. It's going to be fascinating. One of the big dogs could go early. 03717 2233 44. Let's go and speak to Liam, who's a City fan. All right, Liam?
Are you okay?
Mo, you sound terrible, mate.
I know.
You sound terrible.
Not a nice night at all again to be a Blue. I tried to phone you in last Champions League match when there's a final game, but I couldn't get through, unfortunately. But tonight, I really don't know what's going on.
Whose fault? If you're going to start pointing fingers, whose fault would you say this is? Is it down to the manager or is it down to the players?
I think it's a bit of both. To me, it looks as if the players have stopped listening to Pep. Some of the things to do, and Kyle Walker is supposed to be our captain. He's no leader at all. He is woeful at the minute, and there's a few players in the team that shouldn't be starting. Like we signed Gundogan in the summer, brought him back. He was amazing what he did, before he left, but he's come back and he's not the player he was. And the club haven't got the players in that we needed. We need to recruit and keep fresh. Pep's always said that, and this season we just haven't done it.
All right, Liam, appreciate the call. Look, when there's defeats and when there's bad results, you always look for where can we improve? But it's going on now. These bad results and performances. There's a pattern. I said, when was the game? They got beat by Liverpool quite comfortably. Then you start thinking, okay, Liverpool are on fire, good time. But I said that then, are we looking at the wheels coming off? And I kind of asked the question more than anything else.
I wouldn't say the wheels are coming off. I think it's just an ageing team. It's a team that's not at a facelift. It's not being freshened up.
But Gemma, they're 22nd.
Yes, I know. And
they could. Celtic are above them.
Yes, that's not sounding pretty. When you've got Celtic, this is no disrespect to Celtic.
No, I know, but we want to have a bit of fun. But
when you've got Celtic above you in the Champions League, then maybe there's a little time for concern.
Yes, I think you're right. Manchester City, inconceivable, isn't it, that you don't go through into the knockout stages? 03717 223344. Let's go and speak to Paul, who's a City fan. Liam, you still there?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Do you want to say anything else?
Well, maybe... What? It's probably controversial, but maybe Pep, at the end of the season, if everything has happened and we're not doing well, managers, get the sack. Maybe Pep. I don't know. Maybe a walk. A walk.
He's just signed a new deal, hasn't he?
I know, but there just seems. I just think there's something going on at the club. Like underneath all this.
There's 115 charges.
Whether it's the charges over the heads and they know something different than we all know. who knows? But yeah, it's I guess we'll wait and see.
So you want to get rid of Pep Guardiola?
Well, not rid of him, but football. Maybe football is about roundabouts, and it goes in turns, and maybe his time as you know what I mean. It maybe a bit of fresh leg, a fresh new ideas. Well,
I think you need fresh legs in your midfield. I don't know about the manager. I think it's more the squad.
Yeah, I don't. Thanks for the call, Liam.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. I understand what football fans are like. We're both football fans. There are often knee-jerk reactions to bad results and bad. You can't be getting rid of Pep.
No,
all right, that's just that is not the answer right now. No chance. Speak to Paul as a City fan. All right, Paul.
Good evening, fellas. How you doing?
I'm all right, matey. Mate. You just heard the previous caller there saying wants to get rid of Pep.
Nah, totally disagree. Totally disagree. Okay. I think there's a sign of a completely aging team here, from top to bottom. I've got to be honest with you. Pep dropping Edison when he did a few weeks ago was a good thing, because I'll be honest with you, I think he's been at fault for a couple of the City goals recently, right. And it was there to be seen. Hence why, he brought Ortega back into the team. And I don't know what it is. I think that if there's a bit of some unrest in the camp, I don't know, but there's an aging side there, obviously from top to bottom. Kyle Walker, 34 years of age, been one of the best fullbacks England's ever produced. Yep. We brought Gundogan back, who for me is, he's probably not had a good game since he's returned. His legs have gone too slow, and you've got Kevin, who's obviously had his injury worries, who, as good as he is, he's just come back now and blah blah blah. But blah, blah, blah. There's no service up front for the big fella. But and then you've got Haaland sulking because he's got no service. It's just one thing after another. We've four out of six. It's not we're complaining about how good we've been.
Yeah,
I just don't get it, because there's something not quite right. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is.
I think I may have the answer to what it is. If you look at, like you mentioned there, you got Kyle Walker, he's 34. You got Kevin De Bruyne, 33.
Famous. I think he's 24 next year.
Yes, he's 34 in June. Then you've got Gundogan, who's 30 plus.
35 next, I think.
There you go. And then you've got, Kovacic. I know he didn't play, but again, he's 30. You've got Silva. So the team, it's an aging team.
Full of experience,
because this is the same team that's been dominating for the past decade. The same team. Yeah. With the addition of Haaland. But apart from that, it's more or less the same exact team. And there will come a time when you age, the performances will dip. You will not be able to be as ferocious as you once were if you've not got youthism in there and new ideas and new players. Yeah, it's as simple as that.
And the injury to Rodri. Look, we know how good Rodri is.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is this is what winds me up, really. Sorry to cut you out there, Jason.
Go on, Kate.
It does my head in. I've been hearing it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. As good as he is, you've got to get over it and carry on. Disregard to what's happened. As good as he is an absolutely world-class player, you have to carry on. But I'm sick and tired, week in, week out, speaking to friends at work, friends out of work, personal friends, we're missing Rodri. Of course we are, but we have to get on with it. Everybody has injuries to world-class players in their teams. You have to just
listen. You're absolutely right, Paul. But I think there is the caveat to it because Rodri's missing. But you're right, man. No one's going to feel sorry for City having missing players. That's just not going to happen. Understandably so. But it's going to be. You got United away. Sorry, United at home. I do apologise. At the weekend,
they'll raise the bar on Sunday. I know for a fact. No. The new manager syndrome, it's. They're not. I know for a fact they will.
I think it's always Manchester Derby.
The form goes out the window, as they say, don't they?
There's always a window in it.
The form book goes out the window.
It goes out the door. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, of course it does.
Paul, appreciate the call, matey. What are you going to do tonight?
Just chilling out. I was in a snooker competition last night, so I've just been watching a snooker competition last night and just chilling out tonight. Just
keep listening.
A couple of scoops and. Pardon?
Keep listening.
I will do indeed.
All right, bud. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, bud. This Paul, Man City fan. I think he's absolutely right. It's right we mention the injuries because that
of course.
But it's also he's absolutely 100%.
But they have
right.
got some big.
You've got to get on with it, mate.
Stones, Akanji, Aki, Kovacic, Ballon d'Or. There's some key players.
Yep.
But again,
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.